Hello, everyone. I'm just going to wait a couple minutes for everyone to join, and then we will get started. So let's just see. Leave a comment if you are here. I'm going to be doing personals today. I do want to start off with a loved one that's coming through to me right now. So we'll go ahead and start off with that loved one before I start doing personals. If you're interested in a personal, please leave me a comment and I will do... Let's see. I will just go ahead and wait for people to join. Leave a comment if you are here. And today I'm going to just do personals. I do want to start with a hello. Thank you so much for joining. I'd want to start with a loved one coming through first, and then I will start off with personals. If anybody is interested in a personal reading, I am doing personals, so leave your question and send a super chat. I am going to start doing $9.99 or $10 basically for any personals. So if you're interested in a personal, please leave a super chat with your question. I do want to come through with a loved one coming through first, and then we will start with the personals. So I have my phone up as well because sometimes it doesn't, show me. I do want to come through. There is a female here, and I was taking a shower and she knew I was going live, so she's like bothering me. She's just like telling me, I try to meditate and stuff before I do my lives. So there's a female here and she's coming forward. Let's see what this says. Tune into the rhythm of nature and let us connect together. Okay. For this female coming through, she's letting me know that there's somebody going through a really hard time, okay? Like you're going through a hard time, whether this be financially, emotionally. I'm not sure like how to explain that, but there's just like something like that's really heavy on your heart. And she just keeps telling me like, keep going for it. Whatever this idea is, whatever it is that you're asking for, like keep going for it. So let's go ahead and pull a couple cards. She wants to let you know that you're never alone. I feel like you're feeling alone, down, upset, insecure over something. And she is trying to like let you know that you're not alone and to keep going for it. She keeps showing me like a star, and I feel like that's her like telling me that you're a star, like you're important. And I feel like sometimes you forget that, okay? Yeah. If you feel alone, you're not alone, okay? And with this choose love coming out, I just want to let you know that she's like coming forward and she's like, I love you. I really feel like there is some like negative thoughts or some like negative feelings that you're having inside your heart, okay? And she really, when I see the animal cards, she's coming forward to let me know that like she tries to show her love through like nature or animals. Like I feel like that'd be feathers or rainbows or like certain signs, okay? And I feel like she leaves you those signs to let you know that you're not alone. Like she's still with you and there's lots of love. Like anything that you're saying negative to yourself, like she's kind of upset about because she's like, I love you so much. And it hurts me to see you this sad. It hurts me to see you in this bad energy. Like I want you to be happy. I want you to be positive. And I feel like it's like you're trying to start something new or you just ended something to move forward and you're like really negative on yourself. Like you don't think that you're going to be able to move forward. You don't think that this situation is going to work out for you. And she's like, just think positive, love yourself, and I promise it's going to happen, okay? So that was her message. So I am doing personals. If anybody is interested, I am doing them for $9.99. So if you are interested in doing a personal, you can super chat $9.99 and then ask a question. I do see... Kristen, you have a question, so if you want to go ahead and comment your question, I'm going to be pulling a couple cards. I normally do like longer readings, but we're just going to pull a couple cards because I only have a little bit of time today, but I wanted to get on here and do live. So if you are interested in a personal, if you want to super chat your question, and then Kristen, I'll just go ahead and wait for you to leave your question on what you are asking for. Hello, Tanya, Nikki, Cece, Pamela, Lotus, Lily, Logan. Thank you all. Jennifer, thank you all so much for joining today. I love doing these lives, so thank you so much. Needing some more. Okay, let's go ahead and get you some. We're going to pull a couple cards for you. Let's ask for your spirit guides. And 2, if you guys relate with any of these messages that I am pulling, then it's definitely for you. Spirit works multiple ways. So if you're here and you just want to talk to a loved one and you want to see if they come out, feel free to, just chime in on another reading if you feel like it's meant for you, okay? All right. Flowers. For you, we have flowers. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment is all yours. All right. Let's pull some tarot for you. If you're feeling, and I feel like this be generous, yeah. Okay. I feel like this be generous is more towards yourself. Okay. And when I say this for you, I feel like it's like, sometimes you get down on yourself, or you're really hard on yourself. You're asking for this fulfillment, especially with like the cups coming out, which is a lot about emotional. I feel like you're asking for like a different direction to go for. And it's your time to accept that. I really feel like there's like something in heart chakra that you can do, and I don't feel like it's like blocked. I just feel like there's like a spot where you just don't believe that you deserve this joy or this happiness, or maybe you don't believe that it'll come to you again, and it definitely will. Let's see. So we have the 2 of Wands coming out, and then the King of Wands. Okay. So with these coming out, I definitely feel like it's more on focusing on what you want to happen versus like what's not working out for you in this very moment. I feel like there's like an emotional blockage with the cups coming out, okay? I feel like you are asking for this joy or this happiness to come forward for you, and I feel like it's a little blocked. I feel like there is like a blockage of something to move forward, and it would be like some sort of happiness. I feel like you're not feeling that fulfillment or that like love in like your heart, and that could, I feel like I'm feeling heart chakra a lot. So if you could just like focus on like telling yourself like that you are beautiful, that you matter, and that you are worth it, because there's like an emotional blockage in your heart space, and that's what we need to focus on. Like I also feel like you're trying to make a decision about something, and I don't want you to be forced into this decision, okay? Or you're trying to go forward with something. Whatever it is, like truly in your heart space on what you want to do, go forward with that. Don't make a decision based off of like what somebody else would want you to do, or like this is the best for me right now and then I can move forward. If it's not right for you and you know that, then we need to steer away from that, okay? It's time to focus on what you really want to happen. Instead of thinking of the negative, we need to think of the positive. And I feel like for you, it's like making it happen. And this is something in your emotional space. Like with the cups coming out first, there's something in your emotional space that we need to focus on what we want. And if there's something that's not going to be provided for you, then we need to step away from that situation, whether this be family, relationships, in a workspace, something like that. If it's not providing you something that like it's going to fulfill you, we need to step away. And I feel like there's like people or situations that make you feel really down and make you feel like you're not worth it. But I just keep feeling like you're worth it, you matter. And I don't know if you like tell yourself like, or if you're wondering like, are you worth it? Do you matter? Like this, that, or the other, because you absolutely matter. You're absolutely worth it. And that's like where you need to stand your mind. If somebody isn't seeing your worth, that's on them. That's not on you. And I don't know. I feel like there's like a wanting to jump into something, but it's like, that's not where you're going to be happy. And that's why like this situation isn't working out, because like you want to be happy, you want to have this fulfillment, and like it's not here. And whatever this like, because I feel like there's 2 options. It's like it's not in here. Like we need to take a step back and know our worth, know that we matter, okay? So know that you I want you to know your worth. Like that's what I keep feeling. It's like, know your worth. You provide everything and more when it comes to like bringing the plate to the table. Like you provide so much, and sometimes I think that you forget how much you provide or forget how amazing you are. And it's like, focus on that. Focus on how beautiful you are. Focus on like everything that you can provide. Focus on everything that you love. And I feel like it's going to come forward for you. Okay. I hope you enjoyed your reading. And then I see Lotus Lily asked a question, so we'll go ahead and do you next. Anybody just joining, I am doing personal reads. If you want to have a personal read or ask a personal question. I can do romance, I can do passed on loved ones, I can do general questions. I'm just requesting a $9.99. So if you're interested in that, I will definitely pull some cards for you. Just send the super chat and then I will answer your question. Let's see. Okay. Let's ask about your outcome. Let's pull a couple cards about your outcome, Lotus Lily. Going to have an outcome for her. Ooh, okay. I definitely see you are creating something that you care about. And when I see the Empress, I take this as like a long-term Lotus. So maybe this is something like where it's not just like a one-time thing. Like I feel like this creation of whatever it is that you are making, it's long-term. It's something that is like going to take you kind of far, or it's like long-lasting, if that makes sense. And I'm not sure if it's like something that you thought you were just gonna like, do one and done, but I don't see that here. I see that it's like something that like you are creating and it's long lasting and you are protective over it. You love it. Okay. Oh, wow. Yes, this is a beautiful outcome for whatever this is for you. Okay. So we have the Ace of Wands coming out in the Eight of Pentacles. So I don't know if you're building this project for something financial, Lotus, or if like you don't know the financial potential in this project that you are doing, but I definitely see that there could be like some financial opportunity for you. Okay. This is something that you are passionate about for sure, because I see the Ace of Wands, like it's following your passion, something that you believe in and that you're dedicated to. For some reason, I feel like there could have been somebody where they were telling you like, oh, this isn't worth it, or this doesn't matter, like something like that. And that doesn't have to be the exact words, but sometimes like, when you want to strive towards success, like somebody can try to like hold you back or like steer you in a different direction. You believed in yourself and you were dedicated to finishing whatever this was. And it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. I feel like this is like more long-term for you though. And I don't know if you know that it's long-term, or maybe that this project is going to involve you evolve you, into something else. Okay. You're going to evolve into something like new, or like it's longer lasting than I think what you thought this was. I'm not sure if you thought it was like a one and done type of thing, but I don't see that here. And I just see that you are like very passionate about what you were creating, and it's like good thing for following your passion, or a good thing for believing in yourself, if that makes sense, because it's going to work out for you. And I feel like it's like longer lasting. Like I keep feeling like it's longer lasting than what you had thought. And you might get a little bit of a financial surprise with the Pentacles coming out. Okay. I feel like it's like you followed your passion, you had this feeling in your heart, and now you're going forward with it. All right. And just keep going. If somebody, and I don't know if this is like someone, and you can let me know, where it's like someone didn't believe in you, or like maybe like the situation didn't, like I feel like there was like something where it was like maybe you were steering away from it because like there was like ideas or something that like wasn't like sitting right with you, or like somebody wasn't encouraging you the way that they should have been. But you like followed it through, and I feel like you're so much more passionate about it too than like you had thought. But it has a beautiful outcome, and it's longer lasting than what you think. And I feel like there's a little bit more of a financial opportunity here than what you had known about. Okay. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Anybody else would like a personal reading? If you would like to send a super chat of $9.99, I will do a personal, whether this be romance or passed on loved ones, anything like that. Hi, Lucida. Thank you so much for joining. All right, we're just going to do a general since this just flew out. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of a general message. Let's see. While we're waiting to anybody who is interested, I am doing personals for super chat. So if you are interested, go ahead and send a super chat with your question. Okay. All right. For some of you, so this is just a general message because the Fool had jumped out. Okay. So for some of you, I'm getting that you are like trying to go on like this new journey or like this new start. But sometimes I feel like you don't believe in yourself, okay? Like you don't believe in yourself and like being successful or believing in what you do. It's like it's time for you to make that jump and stand firm to like what you want to do. I feel like it's like somebody might try to question your own worth. Somebody might try to like tell you that this isn't the path for you or something like that. But it's like you believe in yourself, and that's like where you're at. It's like when I see the Fool, I always think of like returning to that child energy and believing that anything is possible, right? I feel like you are going to be successful in whatever this new journey is for you. And this could be, because this is general, this goes like, all across the board. But I feel there's like a new journey that you're trying to take. And it's like for your own future, like your own happiness. This could be around success or just like feeling good about yourself again. And I feel sometimes you might be worried about like, if I leave this behind, I feel like there's like something holding you back, whether this be a toxic situation or something of that, right? It's like there's something where it's like holding you back, but it's like know that you're going to be successful. Okay, it's like mind over matter right now. And I just feel like there's like a new journey, whether this be love life, financial, in a personal spot. It's like knowing your own worth, knowing that you want something better for yourself. Okay, and that's where I see you standing at. It's like switch your mindset over to believe that like this future that you are imagining or that you're praying for is available for you, and you're going to be successful in it regardless. If you go this way or this way, like you're going to be successful. Okay. Anybody just joining, if you are interested in a personal reading, go ahead and send a super chat with a question, and I will answer any questions that you have, whether this be romance, passed on loved one, or just a general. But just let's pull a fortune card, because this one came out, and it's time to move on from like the past. It's time to, I feel like there was like a lot of negative energy, and this could have been a person or a situation. No, this is thoughts dominate feelings. When you're starting to feel down, okay, when you're starting to feel negative, when you're starting to feel like, is this for me? Am I going to be successful? And like whatever that is for you, okay, it's time to know, yes, I'm going to be successful. Whether these thoughts come out or not, I'm going to be successful. Whether somebody's judging me or not, I'm going to be successful. Like I just feel like it's like you need to know it, not just feel it. You need to know it. And when those negative thoughts come up, like, because those are negative feelings, right? When those come up, we need to push those out and just be like, no, I know that this is going to work out. I know that this is going to happen for me. Let's go ahead and pull a fortune card. All right. Yes, see, we have judgment coming out. If anybody is judging you on something, just know that you're going to be successful, okay? And I feel like they're, for some reason, I feel like it's like they're going to eat their words, like when they see that you are being successful, or when you are moving forward in something, like they're going to see that. And it's like they're going to be like, well, dang, like I should have supported them, because like you're moving into this. And it's really about believing in yourself. Soul searching will bring inner peace in many areas in your life. Okay. Whatever it is, like this is like the strong message that I'm getting here. You are going on a new journey. This is collective. So whoever this is for, I just feel like it's like believe in yourself. Know that you can do this. When you're really feeling negative or when you're really feeling down, I just feel like it's like go within and like really like trust yourself. And I feel like your spirit guides are like with you and talking to you. And like when you're feeling down, I feel like sometimes they're like there and you can hear them, or you can feel like this spot of like not being negative or trusting yourself. Okay. That's where we need to stay at. And I feel like your spirit guides, your loved ones, like they're always reminding you, like, believe in yourself, okay? whatever that is for you, it's like we need to believe and trust that everything that you're going to do is going to be successful. Everything that you're going to do, and like this is in all spots. Like I feel like you're like kind of scared to leave something behind, and I'm not sure what that is, because this is general. So it's like there's something where it's like we need to leave this behind, but you're like, if I leave this behind, am I going to be successful? And the answer is yes. You are going to be successful. I really believe that though. Like I feel like it's like a belief that you need to feel. And sometimes you just need to keep repeating something to yourself and like get it in your head until it starts happening. Whether this is like, I can do it regardless of the situation or this person, like I'm going to make it. Or if this is like, I don't need this in my life because I deserve to have happiness. And like, you need to keep telling yourself until you believe it. And then once you believe it, you'll be able to make that step forward, if that makes sense to you. Okay. So whoever this is meant for, this message just flew out. It is really time for you to return back to that mindset of believing anything is possible. And I really feel like it's like going to channel your inner child and like believing that you are successful in everything that you do. Okay. If anybody who is just joining wants a personal read, if you want to send a super chat with a question, I will answer any messages. Hello, Melissa. Thank you so much for joining. All right, let's just see. Yes, I see a lot of people commenting, Pamela. Yes, you are going to be successful. Yes, Nikki, they always do. I feel that like very strongly. It's like, even when you're feeling like down or negative, like I really feel like it's like a spot of just believing in yourself. And anybody who wants a personal read, if you send a super chat with a question, I will give you a personal read. We can also, while we're at it, while we're just waiting, let's see. I'm going to pull a passed on loved one. If anybody is interested in a personal passed on loved one, romance, or regular tarot reading, please send a super chat with a question and I will answer your question. We're just going to get a passed on loved one to come through. I know that there was a couple and I used to do these all the time. So let's go ahead and just see a passed on loved one who wants to come through. I feel like there's a dad coming forward. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is a dad coming forward, or this could be, if this isn't a dad, it's like somebody that you viewed as a father figure. And I keep seeing long hair, so I want to say that he has long hair, or you could have long hair, but I'm seeing long hair. Okay. I feel like he's like telling me that you I don't think that he's still here. This would be somebody I feel who would have passed a little while ago, or I feel the number 2. So I'm not sure if this was like 2 years ago. I'm not sure, but I feel like he's been passed over for a little while now. But I feel sometimes like you worry that like over the time, like the disconnection that you two will have or something like that. Or like, I don't know if you're worried about forgetting of him or if you think that he's going to forget about you. Like on the other side, I'm not sure what I'm getting there, but I feel like there's like a spot of forgetting. And he's like acknowledging that will never happen. That will never happen. And I don't know if you remember these dreams, but he comes to you in dreams. And sometimes I feel like if you're not remembering the dreams, that there is like this spot in your like when you're on like the other side, like when you're on the astral, like it's easier for you to be as open. But then when it comes to the present, like it's hard for you to remember that, because I just feel like you're not as open, if that makes sense. So really try to meditate or like remember your dreams. And I feel like if you're gonna meditate, like try to use your like third eye or something like that. Like try to like open that, do some meditations over your third eye, or some chakras, stuff like that, because I feel like there's like a blockage if you're not remembering these dreams. It's crazy because we have purple here. There is some like dreams that, and I feel like he's talked to you a lot in your dreams. You've had like questions to ask him, or you've been wondering about things. I really feel like there's like a question of love here. Okay. Like there's like a deep question of love present here. And he's like, I love you so much. Like, and I don't know why. I feel like he's trying to say that, like, why would you ever question that I don't love you? Why would you ever question that you're not important? Right. And that's what he's coming forward to tell me, is like, why would you question that? Why would you think that that's like even a thing? I love you so much. And there's just like, I feel like he's told you stuff in your dreams, but it's like things that you don't remember. And I feel like this would be like, I love you. If you've been asking him questions about something, like he's bringing it forward. And this doesn't even have to be like where he is like, okay, so I'm getting multiple messages here. I feel like you've been asking questions about certain things, and he might not be present in the dreams, but you're having dreams about like whatever it is that you've questioned. Does that make sense? I'm seeing for him, like he could have long hair, and it could be like, longer. Like I just feel like he has, like, he's showing me like longer hair for normally, like when you think of male, right? Like you think of like a shorter cut. Like he's showing me long hair, whether it be to his shoulders or to his like back. But I feel like there's like a long hair that he's like showing me. Okay. I don't know if you've been questioning a situation, like, is this situation right for me? If you're questioning about a person, is this person like doing me wrong, this, that, or the other? And you've had dreams like confirming about this person, okay? And when and this could be a situation, is this situation right for me? You've had dreams about this situation, and he's like, I'm giving you the answers. Like I see you asking for guidance, and I'm trying to bring it forward to you. And I feel like the only I'm not sure. I just feel like there's like a spot of like questioning like certain things, and he's like, I'm bringing it forward to you, okay? And if you're really feeling down, try to go sit out in nature, and like I feel like there's like the birds will sing to you, or you'll see like a rainbow, like something like that, of confirmation that like he's listening to you, or like confirmation of that, okay? So that was that message. This was just a general. I do say I have a question from Rosie, so we're going to go ahead and answer hers. Anybody just joining who wants a personal, go ahead and send a super chat, and I will be asking, I will go ahead and pull cards, whether this be loved ones, a general, or romance. Just send a super chat with your question. All right, let's see. Okay, Rosie, let's see. I did just get a message from a male, which I feel like definitely could have been for you as well, because it was basically wondering about watching over. Let's see if I can connect to them. And it was like questioning thoughts and stuff. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. We have my mind is free. Just pull some more questions for you. Okay. We have the same thing coming out here. Okay. Rosie, I feel like there's like a big, like when I am like trying to connect with your energy, I feel like a lot of anxiety, if that makes sense. Okay. So the messages from them, let me just pull a couple tarot cards for you. Let's just see. I feel like there's like a lot of anxiety, and you could let me know if that makes sense to you. Like there's anxiety around something, because like when I'm trying to connect, like I feel a little anxious. So let's see. Maybe it's anxious and not anxiety, but I feel like that type of energy. So let's see. Okay. All right. So specifically, I asked a message for a message for your daughter, Rosie. If you are present, I just want to, I asked a message specifically for your daughter to come through. I see that you're like protective, because I see the Empress coming through. Either that, or I'm not sure if she, something involving a baby, I'm not sure, but I see like that could either be you coming forward, or that could be her coming forward, like being like baby wise. For some reason, I feel like there's like something about being stuck. And I don't know if this is like financially, because we do have the Ace of Pentacles coming through. I really feel like there's like a lot of anxious energy, and I'm not sure if that's like your energy or her energy that I'm picking up on. Okay. But your mom is definitely coming through too with this Empress coming forward. And I just feel like there's like a big motherly energy here. Does that make sense to you? Like this anxious energy that I am feeling, like super like anxious, anxiety. Like I'm not sure if that's you or her. I see that there's like a situation that's kind of stuck right now, like and you don't see it. You don't see it moving forward. I'm not sure if this is like around. I'm not sure. Are you the one? Like, are you the one that's trying to be okay? I'm like, I'm not sure if like you're the one that's coming forward as like the Empress, or if she's the one coming forward as the Empress. And like if she was coming forward, I feel like there's like a baby involved, if that makes sense. I just feel like there's like a situation that's like kind of holding her back in life right now. And I feel like your mom is like, we all have to grow. We all have to learn in our own ways. And that's like coming through, and I'm not sure what that situation is. I feel like it's like a spot of we all have to learn. I feel I feel like you're standing here and you're like trying to guide her in a certain direction, but she doesn't want to listen to you. She doesn't want I feel like it's like like you're trying to steer her in one direction, and she's like, no, I'm going to go this way. And you're like, stop going this way. Like, it's not going to help you. And you're like, let's move over here. And she's like, no, I want to move this way. And that's where I'm like feeling. But your mom's like telling me that like we all learn in our own time, and all you can do is basic. I feel like there's like a support. Be her support. Okay. Then the Empress would be you coming forward. And I feel like it's like you're a very protective mama bear, okay? Because that's like what I'm feeling here is like a protective mama bear. And this could be your mother coming forward too, to let me know that she's protecting her, and that like it's like I feel mama bear energy, okay? So when I see this, it's like mama bear. That's what like I'm feeling in your reading. It's like mama bear. There's something that's holding her back, okay? And eventually she will learn this. Right now, she's not in the spot of learning this, okay? Your mom also wants to let you know that whatever it was, like, I'm not sure if, like, there was something prior to her passing or something like that, but she's very free now, okay? And, like, I feel like even though she's not here, like, she's not gone. Like, she's still very, very present with you. And I feel like she talks to you very often. Does that make sense? I feel like there's like a spot of like, I speak to you. And I feel like you hear her, but like sometimes you don't know like if it's her or if it's not her. But like there's like a spot of like, I speak to you. I try to guide you as well. I just want you to know that like this anxiety and this like anxious energy, I feel like it's putting a lot on your own heart space. It's putting a lot on you. And I am a mom too. So like, I completely get it. I just feel like there's like a spot of like needing to go a different direction, and she's going to have to learn that. Okay. I just feel like it's like go a different direction. And maybe for you, I don't know if you're the one that's like being hard on her or she's being hard on herself, but there's like that needs to lighten up a little bit. Like there's like a supportive energy that needs to come through for her to believe that she can be this successful person that she is. I feel like your daughter is going to be very successful. She is, I feel like beautiful and vibrant, and like it's like you're going to be successful, but she needs to learn that about herself before she'll believe anybody else. And all you can do is be that supportive energy for her and tell we move into a different direction. Just be supportive. And I know that it's hard because I think this is you coming forward as like mama bear. And I feel like this is your mom too, like, but there's like a mama bear energy here. And you're like, I feel like sometimes you get so like frustrated, like, why do you not listen to me? Like, please just go this way. Like, I want you to be successful. I want you to do this. But listen, we have the Ace of Pentacles coming out, okay? She's going to be successful, and whether she's learning it now or she learns it in, you know, a little while. But I feel like it's like soon she will move into the right direction, just with that support and with that love that you continue to provide her, okay? I want you to like let go a little bit of the fear and anxiety, because I feel like it's only hindering you and it's hurting your heart space a lot. Like when I think about it, like my heart really like kind of is like in pain, and I'm like feeling really anxious and I have a lot of anxiety, and I feel like for you this is all the time. Like it never leaves you. Like this is anxiety constant, anxious constant, and it's like we need to move out of that space, okay? Because it's hindering you, it's hurting you a lot more than it's hurting her. I hope you enjoyed your message. Anybody just joining, if you are interested in a personal message, go ahead and send a super chat with a question, and I will answer any questions that you have. And I see Melissa has something. Anything coming through? Okay, let's go ahead and pull for you, Melissa. And anybody else who has a question, go ahead and send a super chat with your question, and I will answer for you, okay? Let's see. We're going to pull for Melissa. Let's see if your grandparents. They're definitely here. They like, I feel like as soon as you asked for them, they stepped forward. They are feeling, I don't know, were they sick before they passed? When I asked for them to come forward, it was like they popped up. Did they pass separately? Where it's like one had passed and then the other one maybe passed like shortly after, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it was shortly after. I'm not sure, but like they're coming forward together. So I feel like one of them like passed first and then the other one. And I don't know if you ever question if they're together or not, Melissa, but they are, because like they're coming forward. But they're holding hands. Does that make sense to you? Let's see. And I don't know if you ever question like if they're together in the afterlife, but they definitely are. Yeah, they're definitely not gone. And I want to acknowledge that for you. They're not gone. They're still with you every step of the way. Did they have like a lot to do with you like growing up, or I feel like it was like a spot of like maybe watching you a little bit, and I don't know if this would be like over the summers or let's see. Okay, I was like, I feel like it's like one had passed before the other, because I feel like one is walking forward and then the other one, but they're holding hands. Like they're showing me holding hands together. I feel like one of them, or both of them, but I feel one more than the other was sick prior to passing. And they're not sick anymore. Like I feel like there's like this energy of being like young, free, and like being able to, yeah, see, they're together and they want you to acknowledge that. Okay. So was hospice or anything like that with one of them? I'm not sure if like that's something, because I feel like they're coming forward to tell me, and I don't know if it's one or both, but there was like a sickness prior to passing, and that is no longer here. Like I see that we're not in an energy of being sick. We're not in like this, like I feel like they used to be very like free and like fun. I feel fun when I think of them, okay? Like I feel like it's like I had fun. I could go out and do things, and prior to my passing I couldn't. And I don't know if there was like hospice involved or like a hospital, because I feel like there was like medicine that was like I was in a state of like maybe not being as present as I wanted to prior to passing, if that makes sense. I'm not sure what that means, but I feel like there was like I wasn't fully present prior to my passing. And I don't know if this was like a kind of like a longer passing for one of them, and when I say longer, I feel like it could have been like, months, where they were like sick and going through something. This could have been weeks. Like, I'm not sure, but I feel like there was like a little bit of a longer time. Okay. And I don't know if you're worried about like something, like if you weren't as present, maybe that's why I'm feeling like this, I'm not as present. And maybe if you weren't as present, or maybe you wanted to have like a conversation, because I feel like there's like a conversation that was like wanting to be held, or a conversation of like something, of like wanting to be heard. Don't feel guilty about that, okay? Because we can still communicate with them. And when you talk to them, and when you tell them that you love them, and when you tell them like how great, I feel like you want to let them know like how amazing they were. They know that. And I feel like there's like this spot of like, remember all these memories we created. Remember me being young and free and being able to move around and have this like happiness. Like, that's where they want you to stand in, and like, remember that, okay? They want to let you know that they're still with you. And I feel for you, like, you question that often, like, are you still here? Are you still present? I feel for you, it's like, yes, I'm still here, I'm still present, I'm still with you. And know that in your heart, okay? I don't know too, I feel like there's like a spot of like telling you to keep going, like keep going. I don't know if you get hard on yourself, or if like there's something like that, but your grandma keeps telling me like, keep going. And so I don't know if that resonates with you, but like, I keep hearing keep going. So listen to that. I don't, for some reason, I don't know like what she's like. I feel like it's like a marathon or something, and she's like, keep going. Like, I see her on like the sidelines with like a little pom-pom in her hand, like shaking it for you, like so proud of you. Just know that she's still here, and she will never leave your side, and neither will your grandpa. But I feel like there's like a spot of like, I'm here, I'm standing by you, and I always will, okay? When you start feeling down, and when you start feeling negative, and when you start feeling like, alone, talk to them, and let them know like, I need that extra love today, and they will provide it, okay? And it comes in very different ways. Like, I feel like you might see something, somebody might be willing to like just be a little nicer to you that day. Just tell them like, I need a little bit of extra like TLC today, and I feel like they'll provide that for you, because sometimes I feel like you do get a little down and a little hard, and it's like hard to not have that TLC, and they're like, I will provide it to you now and always, okay? So I hope that you enjoyed your message. Anybody else just joining, if you are interested in a personal message, if you want to send a super chat, and I will answer any questions for you if you are interested in a super chat. And I do see, so I've seen like a couple questions. I have a couple personals or a couple generals in here. If you, the first one message was a general, and then there was like a second message that was just general. If you are interested in that, you can rewind the video and go watch those. Right now, I'm just answering questions for, super chat. So if you are interested in that, you can send a super chat and I will answer a question for you. So if anybody has a question, anyone just joining, and you want me to pull a personal, whether this be romance, passed on loved one, a general message about something, let me know. Send a super chat with your question and I will answer for you. Hi, Jen. Thank you so much for joining. Melissa, I'm so happy that you enjoyed your message. And Pamela, thank you so much for just being so sweet in the chat. I see that you keep commenting and I love it. You are just being so kind. Thank you so much for being here. If anybody is interested in a message, just send a super chat with a question and I will answer any question, whether this be romance, whether this be a passed on loved one, or just a general message. You can leave a super chat and I will answer any questions for you. Let's go ahead. I want to pull a romance question while we're waiting on our next. Yes, definitely. If you are ever questioning, I do want to state this, your loved ones, just because they're not in present or embodied, they definitely are still like here. And if you have any questions for them, please like talk to them, and I swear they will give you signs. When I decided I wanted to do, I love mediumship. That's where like I stand my strongest is in mediumship. I love connecting to past on loved ones. And when I decided to do that, like so my grandpa had passed, and I was like, it was hard for me, because like my grandpa had a big spot in like raising me, and stuff. Like my grandparents really, like my dad was working all the time. So my grandparents like had a big spot in raising me. And so it was hard for me to think like my grandpa was gone. And for him, like that guy had gone through so much, that like we never really thought that he would pass, like, right? Like he had a stroke, all kinds of stuff. So that's when I decided to get into it. We all connect with our loved ones differently. So sorry for this long story, but like we all connect to our loved ones differently. And so if you're feeling something, and like what I had to learn is it might not make sense. Like if you are trying to connect for other people, it might not make sense to you what is coming through or what is being said, but it will make sense to them. And you just kind of like got to ask questions about certain things, right? Like I'm feeling this energy. Does that make sense to you? And then like they can give you a little bit and you're like, okay, that makes sense. This is what is being said. Okay. So let's go ahead and just get 3 romance cards. I want to get a romance message out there. And if you are interested in a personal with a question or something, go ahead and send a super chat with a message and I will answer your question. Okay, so this would be for my singles, okay? Okay, so this is for my singles. You are worried about somebody coming forward for you, and your message is it's gonna happen, okay? You need to pay attention to red flags because I feel like you kind of welcome in any energy right now because you are interested in that love. You want that love. You want that happiness. You want that fulfillment. Okay. And sometimes I feel like your friends like might tell you certain things. So I feel like this goes both ways. Okay. Sometimes I feel like your friends might tell you like this person, this, like that, or the other. If this person makes you happy, then this person makes you happy. But for things too, like also if you are seeing things wrong in this person and you communicate with your friends and they tell you like, you know, this is red flags, this is this, or that, or the other. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. It's like, listen to the red flags. I feel like there's like a desire to be loved so hard and a desire to want this love and this fulfillment so much. But for you, it's like, it's coming through, but it's like, you need to know your own worth. You need to know your own happiness first before you move on. And you need to listen to the advice that's being given to you, because I feel sometimes like there is, like red flags like being thrown in your face left and right, like whether this be about somebody that you love a lot. Like I just feel like there's like a lot of red flags when I think of like a person coming forward for you, and it's like you kind of allow these red flags to just kind of like flow through you, like regardless if you like don't like the situation or not. You're like, I'm just gonna go ahead and deal with this situation because I want to be in this. I want this love. I want this, that, or the other. Like you're kind of allowing this to be here, okay? Because it's like a desire of wanting love. It's a desire of wanting that attention. And so you're kind of just gonna put up with it, okay? And for you, I really feel like it's like, you need to put your foot down, know your worth, know that you matter. And I feel very strongly like it's know your worth, okay? There is things like there's people being brought forward to you that aren't meant for you at this very moment, because it's like teaching you that this is what we don't want. This is what we aren't happy for. And for you, I just feel like it's like, put your foot down, know your worth, know what you can provide. And once you learn that and once you heal from past, like, and I feel like for you, it's like, well, this person, okay, so I feel like your guides are telling me like sometimes because like you're, it's like a little bit better than your past relationship, you'll kind of overlook it. Does that make sense? Like, it's like, I'll overlook this situation because I don't want to be in this. I feel like it's like you overlook here because it's a little bit better than your prior situation, okay? And just because it's a little better doesn't mean that like it's perfect, because you're kind of just settling, and it's like, no, we need to know our worth and know what we want and then move forward with this, okay? Pay attention to the red flags, and the second you see one, you can address it. And if they're not willing to change, then they're not for you, and that's where you need to stand. If they're not for you, then they're not for you, and that's okay, because what somebody else won't do, somebody will do without the begging, without the and I'm not saying like close everybody out the second you see something wrong. Address the situation. If they're not willing to change and they're trying to shame you or blame you, then you know that that's not the person for you, and that's where the energy that we need to stand in. It's like, I will address the situation. I'm not going to address it more than once though, and if I have to beg you for your attention, I have to beg you for this love that I just it's not hard to love you, okay? And I think sometimes like that's where you get in. It's not hard to love you, and you need to know that, okay? So this message is, there's going to be somebody that comes in very soon for you, but you need to pay attention to the red flags that are right in front of you right now, and be willing to put your foot down and know your worth. And once you're this strong, steady being, it's going to come forward for you. I see that Alyssa has a question. All right, let's see if we have passed on loved ones coming through for you, Alyssa. I'll go ahead and pull a couple questions. Anybody who is just joining, if you have a question and want to send a super chat, I'm going to be doing a couple more readings. So leave a question with the super chat and I will answer your question. All right, Alyssa. Okay, so Alyssa, I feel like there's like two people coming forward. One is male and one is a female. Does that make sense for you? I want to go ahead and get both of them. My head kind of hurts, so I'm not sure if like the front of my head is kind of hurting, so I'm not sure if that resonates. But when I was talking about them, like I kind of felt this like impact on my head for a second, but it was like quick. Does that make sense for you, Alyssa? Let's go ahead and pull. The male is really eager to talk, so I want to go ahead and pull him first. Let's see. The male is really eager to talk. All right. Okay. Alyssa, are you, okay. I was like, I feel there's a male very eager to talk. I don't know. I kind of feel like, I don't know if this is a father or, I don't know if I feel father though. Like, I feel like it's like if this is like, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's like a deep love between the two of you. Okay. And I want to acknowledge that. I don't know. I feel like it's like, I'm sorry for leaving you so soon. And I don't know if that makes sense. Like with that, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I feel like there's like a spot of like, I'm sorry that I left you so soon. Okay. I'm not sure why I'm feeling that, but it's like, I'm sorry that I left you so soon. I'm sorry that like I'm not here. And I don't know if you wonder if like he's alone or if he is, I've seen a male and a female come forward. Okay. And I want you to know that like he and she is not alone. Okay. Like he was met by many people, whether like you have a lot of passed on people or not. Like, he was met by a lot of like loved ones, ancestors, things like that. Like he has people and family on the other side. I feel like there's a deep love between the two of you. Okay. And he wants to acknowledge that like you guys are so connected. And I feel like, he's waiting for you on the other side. Like I see like a gate, and then like I see like he's waiting for you, and like the reconnection, like running together and like hugging, like and holding each other and never letting go. Like that's the type of energy I feel for the two of you. And I have a headache right now, so I'm not sure if like he's the one who has like I just like it's like the front of my forehead that I'm like feeling pain. I'm not sure what that is, but like I have a lot of like a headache or like I don't know, something like that, and it's like kind of bothering my eyes a little bit. he wants to let you know that he is with you always and forever. I feel like there's like a spot of like tucking you into bed at night and like watching over you to make sure that you're okay. I don't know if you're worried about something, but he's like letting me know that he's gonna fix it or make it work out for you. But I feel like there's like a spot of like a worry around something, like as I feel a little worried, and he's like, I'm gonna make sure that it works out. I'm gonna make sure, like something about taking care of you. Like I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna make sure that you're okay. I don't I don't know if this would be a father or like a lover, because sometimes like like we all like for me, my dad is like my superhero. Like I love my dad like so much, and he is very 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 important to me, and so like I see him as like that. And so sometimes like when like I think that, like I feel like there's like a very deep bond between the two of you. Okay. um and he's coming forward to tell me like just that like you're gonna be okay, and I don't know what that means. Like I don't know if you're questioning. Oh, okay. That okay. Did something was he more of like a, like there was like a deep love, like so that would make sense, because I'm like I'm not feeling dad, but like that could be. um That makes sense. I'm feeling like something with my head. Um, and I want you to know that like it's like a quick, like I feel something, but then I'm like I don't. Like it's like very like a headache, if that makes sense. And I don't know if that's like why I keep feeling that, but it's like it was like a quick, like I just feel like very quick. Like my head hurt and then it didn't. Like I something like that, okay? And I wanted to say car accident because I feel like my head hit something. Like I feel like it's like something had hit my. Okay. I want you to know that he's still going to take care of you, okay? Because when I think about this, like I'm very like there's something that I feel sad about, and he's like acknowledging that like I'm going to take care of it. Um okay, that makes sense. I keep feeling like deep love, like superhero love, like that. And I'm like I don't feel like it's like a dad, but like I could be wrong. And I was like there's a male, like, and as soon as I like asked a loved one to come forward, like this male jumped. Like I'm not like I seen him, like it was like boop, I'm here, I'm ready. Um Anytime that you are willing to connect with him, he is here, and I like literally have chills. I see him like tucking you in at night, okay, and like standing by you, like protecting you. And I don't know if you're scared of something, but he's like, I promise you, I will protect you, I will take care of you. Like I just feel like there's like a spot of like taking care of you and protecting you. And I don't know if you worry about like him being alone, but he's not alone, okay? Like he has people on the other side. And I feel like there's like a reconnection. He's so sorry for leaving you so soon, okay? I literally have chills. Like I don't know if you can see it. Like I have chills. Oh, you can't see it. I have chills on my arm. Um I just he is so sorry for leaving you so soon, and I don't know if you hold anger, not to him, but like the anger of like not being able to live your life out with him, and like he's so sorry for that. Like he's so sorry. And he wants to acknowledge that, okay? Like I don't know if you're like like why'd you have to leave me, like this that the other. Like I don't feel like there's like an anger towards him, but it's like an anger that you guys couldn't like live it out. Because when I first seen this card, it's like a I'm sorry for leaving you so soon. And I feel for you, you never kind of like thought of like, when we think of like our parents or our grandparents, like we know eventually like one day it does not make it easy, but we know that like eventually one day they won't be here. For you, I feel like there was like never that thought. There was never the thought of like he won't be here. Like you definitely like thought like he was gonna be here forever with you, and he's so sorry that he didn't fulfill that for you. But just because he's like, I'm not embodied, but I'm still here. I feel like you miss him a lot, and it's like the feeling of his skin or the smell of him, the sound of his voice. And like he's acknowledging that, like he's so sorry. And I don't know if you hear the car outside that just made a lot of noise. I don't know if he was into cars, but the car just revved really loud. I don't know if you heard that. I see you guys together again, okay? And I feel like you're worried that like you're gonna move forward, right? Like, I feel like it's like you move here, like you move forward on with your life, and you're worried that like when you move on or like move forward, like this is going to end. And I promise you, this will never end. Like, I see when like the time is, I don't know, are you younger? I feel like you're younger, and it's like the thought of like having like more life to go forward. Okay, like I'm not sure if like it's still going. So if that was to the car came back around. He is here to say, I'm here with you, and I always will be. I just I feel like it's like a spot of just like, I will always be with you regardless of now, 10 years from now, 30 years from now. When it's time for you to cross over, I will be waiting. Like, I see a golden gate, and it's like you're gonna like run together and meet each other at this golden gate. Okay, like I see like him like hugging you, picking you up, and twirling you around. Okay, like I see like this reconnection happening. And I want you to know that, okay? Like, I want you to know there's going to be a reconnection. And you don't have to worry about the amount of time that passes. That love will never, never die. I feel like it was like a once in a lifetime, like love in your eyes, like where it's like, I will never, whatever, like whatever that is, he's like, I will be with you again. I feel like he's like saying baby. And he's like, I will be with you again. I don't know if like there is like for some reason I feel like it's like a piece of, do you have like a piece of clothing of his or something? Like, I feel like it's like a not wanting to wash something because you don't want to like wash something off. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means. Like, I feel like there's like a thing of like not wanting to wash something. And he's like acknowledging that. I just want to let you know that he loves you and he will never leave your side. He wants to acknowledge that he is so sorry for leaving you so soon. And he tucks you in every night. I feel like there's like a spot of just like watching over you, sitting with you, letting you know that you guys are so, so connected, okay? He will never leave your side. And regardless of how much time passes, and like I truly mean this, like I want you to know, like, whether it's for like, I feel like there's like a long period and you're so worried about that. You're so worried about like you moving forward with life and him not being here. And he's like, I will always be here with you. Like, I will always be here with you. And I feel like he's like, I will always be here with you, baby. Like, always, always, always. And I don't know if like that's something he called you, but I keep hearing baby. And it's okay. Like, I feel like it's like okay to move forward. Know that you guys will be together again. Like, your guys' souls will forever be entwined. Like, when I think of you two, like I see like lifetimes of souls, okay? And I don't know if you're somebody who believes in multiple lifetimes, but it's like he will be with you in your next lifetime, this lifetime, and every lifetime going forward, okay? And pay attention to your dreams, because I keep feeling dreams. You guys connect there because I feel like you're more open to it. So when you have a dream about him, know that it was him just coming forward just to see you, so you could see him, and feel him, okay? Because I feel like there's like a spot of just like needing the touch. And okay, yeah, it's like he's like showing me like him, like showing me and like you seeing him, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like there's like a spot of like seeing him, and he's like, I'm here. I'm seeing you. I am present with you. Okay. When you start feeling down, like, please don't. I promise you, he's here with you. And like, just like feeling him and you, like, I feel this deep love between the two of you. Okay. And it will always be there. Always. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I am going, if anybody else wants a reading, I'll do one more reading. If somebody wants to send a super chat, I'll go ahead and wait a second for one more reading, and then I'll hop off. If nobody else wants to do that, I will just go ahead and hop off now. Yes, Alyssa, know that he's always with you, okay? Like, that's a specific message for you. If anybody is interested in a reading, please go ahead and send a super chat. If not, I will be doing another live hopefully on Wednesday. My dog is going in. He's been really, really sick lately, so we're just trying to figure out what's wrong with him. So hopefully I'll be able to do, I want to do 3 for sure, one Friday and on Sunday, and then hopefully I can do one like maybe on Tuesday or something. If anybody else wants a reading, if you want to send a super chat with a message, if not, I will just go ahead and see everybody on Tuesday. If anybody is interested, hit the bell. I will be pulling, a couple collective messages for everybody. I'll pull like a past on loved one, a general, and a romance, just like I did today. So that way everybody kind of gets a little bit of a message. Doesn't look like anybody else wants a personal today. So I will just go ahead and catch everybody on Tuesday. Thank you all so much for joining me. And thank you so much, those who let me do personals for them. I absolutely love those. And hopefully here soon, I will be, yes, anybody can send good vibes to my Coda Bear. I definitely need it. I'm very worried about him, and he's only 7. So he's like kind of mid-aged for his, genre of dog, and I just really I really hope that my daughter is absolutely obsessed with him, and he was there for me. Like, it was me and him forever, so it's really hard to think about anything happening to him, but he is very sick, and we're just trying to figure out what's wrong with him. So all good vibes, Dakota, if you guys can send some prayers out for him. Other than that, I will see everybody on Tuesday. Thank you all so much for joining. And like I said, those who can't send super chats, I will be doing a collective romance, a collective general message, and then a collective passed on loved one for anybody who is not willing, or whoever can't send a super chat. So I hope anybody has a wonderful Sunday. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday, so I don't know if you guys are into football. I am not, but I know that my husband will be watching. So happy Super Bowl Sunday, and I hope everybody has a blessed day.